April 19th, Taylor Lorenz of the Washington Post writes an article about the Libs of TikTok. Now, the Libs of TikTok is an account on multiple social media platforms. I do see their videos occasionally. I occasionally see them shared by people that I personally follow. While I don't follow them personally, I do find their videos occasionally entertaining. They do share some pretty good content every now and again. Now, the article that Taylor Lorenz wrote about Libs of TikTok is an interesting article, to say the least. She basically just goes over a few of the problems that she has with the account, a few of her grievances. So I'm going to go over a few of those today. First of all, she starts off March 8th. A Twitter account called Libs of TikTok posted a video of a woman teaching sex education to children in Kentucky, calling the woman in the video a predator. The next evening, the same clip was featured on Laura Ingram's Fox News program, prompting the host to ask, when did our public schools, any schools, become what are essentially grooming centers for gender identity radicals? Now, I couldn't find the tweet from the Libs of TikTok showing this video. When you click the link here, it does bring up the tweet, but it wouldn't let me play the video directly. But I do have the video shared right here by somebody. Let me see if I can find it. So here's the original tweet from the Libs of TikTok. This woman is running a sexy summer camp for children in Kentucky. She says she thinks it's good for toddlers to masturbate. Now that title's pretty out there. Let's actually watch the video though. Let's see what this lady says. So here's the video. I found it from this person here. I have seen the video before, so I do know that this is the video that Libs of TikTok shared. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this here, right here.
That's how we should, like get down with yourself, explore your own body. Masturbation is really healthy, and I recommend it to people of all ages. All ages. As soon as my nephews could talk, they were doing that. That's what they were doing. Kids touch themselves. Kids start to ask questions, and we teach them the language for their bodies, right? Touch your nose, show Aunt T you can touch your nose. But my sister's not saying that when they're tugging at their penis, right? But it feels good, right? We have to learn ways to talk to young people about this so that they know how to explore their body consensually so that it's not in public, right? We don't want people exploring their bodies in public. That's not consensual. But exploring your body at any age, grandmas, grandpas, all of us need to be exploring our body. That's how we should, like get down with yourself, explore your own body.
So I'm going to just play this first part
really
again.
Healthy, and I recommend it to people of all ages. All ages. As soon as my nephews could talk, they were doing that.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut it right there, because that's the main point that I really was left with. As soon as my nephews could talk, I was speaking with them about masturbation. Now that comment alone just does not sit well. That eventually children do need to learn such things, but that's just way too early. Because how old are you when you learn to speak? Some people are 2, some even a little earlier, some not till they're 4. Can't fully speak. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna. Besides the point, that's insane to me. So you're talking about toddlers masturbating. So that's the first thing that the article talks about. Taylor Lorenz. I was trying to remember her name. So Taylor Lorenz, the first thing she talks about is that video. A Twitter account called Libs of TikTok posted a video of a woman teaching sex education to children in Kentucky, calling the woman in the video a predator. The next evening, the same clip. So I already read that. Okay. So yeah, are you defending the clip? Are you saying that we should teach that to toddlers? 'Cause I don't agree. I don't get what you're trying to say by sharing that. So you go on to read the article. It doesn't really have that good of points all throughout it. I'm not really sure what the point of the article was, other than to discredit Libs of TikTok, I guess. But I don't know, you kind of go through here, and there's not a whole lot of points really made that I would say are valid. Like, cast doubt on the election results. I couldn't pull that one up. It didn't really pull up. A child sex trafficking ring, a dubious story about a sex trafficking ring. I don't know much about that. I did try to pull it up. I couldn't really find much on it. Doubling down on election fraud conspiracies. I pulled that up. That wasn't really anything either. So she's kind of taking things out of context when she's talking about a lot of the stuff here. The minimized COVID thing, I actually was able to pull that up. Let me see if I can pull it up here again. So what she's talking about there is this tweet here. She says, "Why I love COVID." When was this posted? So this was 2 years ago, November 22nd. Stays away till 10 p.m. so we can go about our lives during the day. Doesn't infect Santas. Doesn't spread if you are rioting, looting. Doesn't show up to BLM protest. Immunize Newsom with magic. So clearly a joke tweet. She's just making fun of the fact that back during the summer of 2020 or 2019, or no, it was 2020, all those rioting and stuff like that, apparently those weren't spreading COVID, but the protest of the lockdowns were spreading COVID. She was just making fun of that. I see that she added the Trumps here too. But yeah, I don't really get what Taylor Lorenz was saying. COVID misinformation doesn't spread if you're... I mean, I guess that is misinformation because it does spread COVID. So, so let's go back here. So yeah, she doesn't really have any really good points here. She just keeps talking about kind of just like nonsense. But that's not the main reason I wanted to talk about the article today. The main reason I brought up the article is because she's a doxer. She doxed the Libs of TikTok and has been lying about it. She has been lying about it for quite a while. If you look here, right where I'm looking at, an account in search of a voice and a big break from Joe Rogan. Shia Rayachik, I probably butchered that name. I'm not good at names. Had been working as a real estate salesperson in Brooklyn when in early November 2020, she created the account that would eventually become Libs of TikTok. So this article goes into detail about all the past names that this person has gone by, all the past accounts and stuff like that. She brings up some of the old tweets and stuff like that, and like some old parody accounts and stuff like that. But she doesn't outright dox them. You'll notice that if you go pull up the article right now. She did not outright dox the person. Only she did, because if you go to the Wayback Machine, you pull up this article right here. It's the same thing. If you see here, so I have the one here. Go back. So this is the one that you'll see up online right now. But if you use the Wayback Machine, you copy paste this URL right here, you will get this. And now I'm not going to click it right now because I don't want to show it on my computer. Clearly, I just showed how easy it is to find it. Not saying you should, because it's horrible that this person was doxed. It really was. And I'll give you the definition of doxing right now. Definition of doxing is to publicly identify or publish private information about someone, especially as a form of punishment or revenge. So this would be a form of punishment, I guess, because the whole article was really to get at Libs of TikTok, because it seems like Taylor Lorenz doesn't particularly like the account, but the account doesn't really do anything bad other than just like show people being extreme in their views, and usually they pick on more left-leaning views, which whatever, I'm sure there's accounts that do that to right-leaning people. What's the problem? Let's point out when people are being stupid. I'm all for that. But doxing people, no, I'm not for that. I'm not for doxing people, because when you get to doxing people, great harm can be done by that. Easy example would be Tim Pool, who I was about to bring up anyway. But I'll get to that in a moment. Tim Pool, someone who has been doxed a few times in the past months. I regularly watch his show, and he has been doxed, I believe. Not doxed. Sorry. He has been doxed. And after the doxing, he has now been swatted, I believe, 8 times. And not just swatting, he's also had the bomb squad have to come out to his house, and he's now also recently had to cancel an event with a singer. I forget his name. It was someone who was on his podcast recently. I'm completely blanking on the name, but he was gonna go out to see his show, or do a show with him, and he got a death threat that was pretty credible, and he had to cancel because of it. All because his public information is now out there, and people that want to hurt him can access it. So people like Taylor Lorenz from the Washington Post contribute to that kind of community, the community of people that share private information, or information that is not easily accessible, and they make it easily accessible to either scare the person or to get the person hurt. And she has been lying about it. She will not fess up to that. Literally, all I have to do is click this link right here. And right here in the top right here, I was able to pull it up. It pulls up her full name, her phone number, and her full address where she lives. I can find the full docs. I don't know why Taylor Lorenz thought she would get away with this. The Wayback Machine exists. We can put your article in the Wayback Machine and go back. Tim Pool did it today. He did it today when talking about his billboard, which brings me to Tim Pool's billboard. Tim Pool bought a billboard. Thank you, Jeremy Boring of the Daily Wire. Jeremy Boring basically gave them the billboard that they were using for their advertisements, and this is what Tim Pool said. This is what he put up on his billboard. So I'm gonna play the video while I read this. So this is what it says up here. Democracy dies in darkness. That's why we're shining a light on you. It says, "Hey WAPO, democracy dies in darkness. That's why we're shining a light on you." And then is it going to show the next part? Taylor Lorenz doxed at Libs of TikTok at Timcast. So Tim, he put that there just so you know that it's from him. I feel like he could have maybe put more. Like, I did see Taylor Lorenz making fun of it, saying that they could have added a QR code, but QR code to what? QR code to the docs that you already put out there? No, that would just contribute to the problem. Like, I'm sure even me showing this is contributing to the problem in some form or another. But I think this is great, especially because she keeps lying. It's now the 27th. It is 8 days on, now over a week, and she still won't admit that she doxed them, when clearly right here it is no longer there. It is no longer there. I can no longer pull it up, but it was clearly there before. So it's clearly a lie. Tim Pool pointed this out to me. I'm sure there was other people that did it first, but I know I follow Tim Pool for a few things, and I saw it from him first. And he has it right here because there's people asking him for proof. He says, "Here's your proof. The archive links to private details. They removed it later and denied doing it," which is facts. I showed that. I'm showing it right here. I'm showing it right here. Look at that. Facts. This is the current article. Here's the old article. New article, old article. It's as simple as that, and they're just lying about it. They're lying about it like we can't do this. Like, we can't go back and see that they're lying to us so blatantly. It's just blatant lying, and they won't confess to it. And what's insane to me is I've seen many videos of Taylor Lorenz complaining about people giving out her own private information. So not only is she a doxer, a liar, she's also a fucking hypocrite. So it just adds on top of it. And these are the people that we're supposed to trust for our news, but we can't even trust them to correct the record. Apparently, they can't even correct the record when they get shown to be doing something wrong. I've not insulted you, Taylor. I've not doxed you. I've defended your reporting. I called you a liar because you lied about doxing Libs of TikTok. That is facts, because you did. What did she tweet here? "My family and friends are not happy. They have been subject to a non-stop stream of hateful attacks, doxing, and violent attacks driven by this baseless campaign. Happy to hear you're moving on." What does that even mean? Baseless campaign? I'm pretty sure that article you wrote was a baseless campaign to try to get them removed off of Twitter or whatever, which I'm pretty sure they were removed off of Twitter for a time, if I'm not mistaken. But thankfully, I believe they're back. No, not even I believe. I know they're back. That's my bad. But yeah, that's just insane to me. That they would lie about it, and then they just continue going on like, oh, we didn't lie. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Like, she still goes on today. She's complaining about Tim Pool's billboard. Let's see. I think he talked about it here. I think you go up from here. Yeah, so Taylor Lorenz was complaining about their billboard. Tim Pool and the CEO of the Daily Wire took out a giant billboard in Times Square today. It's an attempt to discredit my reporting on Libs of TikTok. Discredit what? You discredit yourself. I've read through this whole article. It was nonsensical. There was nothing here that would even warrant the doxing. Not that I know what would warrant doxing. But there's nothing here. There's nothing here other than you complaining about how they are complaining about a woman talking about teaching toddlers about masturbating. You're okay with that. You're okay with toddlers masturbating. You're okay with doxing people's private information. You're okay with lying. You're okay with setting rules for thee, but not for me. And people like you disgust me. I don't know what else to say other than people like Tim Pool making billboards like this just makes me really happy. People like Elon Musk buying Twitter makes me happy. I like information being out there. I like there being as much information as possible, as long as it doesn't hurt people. I don't want people being hurt, obviously, but it's just insane to me. Let's look at this article some more. Like, what even is here? What even's here that the Libs of TikTok have done wrong? They've done nothing wrong. Here's the bulk of the attacks, I guess you could say, or the accusations made. I already showed a few of them earlier in the video. Back up here, the minimalizing COVID, which was more of a sarcastic tweet. The cast doubt on the election results, which if you go pull that one up, it was like nothing. The child sex trafficking ring, I don't know what she's talking about. Like, all these things she brings up, she's not even showing them. She's not showing why they're wrong. She's not showing what they are. She's just posting links to, oh, here they are. You know what? Because why tell someone why they're wrong? Why tell someone what they can do to change their opinion? You know, why do that? Why, we could just tell them they're wrong, tell them they're horrible, and everything. You know, why not? Why not? And then we could dox them. And then we could dox them at the end of it too. And then say we don't. And then say we don't dox them. Oh, yes, let's do it. Oh, yeah, like she brings up randomly that she's an Orthodox Jew. Like, I don't get what the point of this article was other than to defend nonsense. Because that's what Libs of TikTok shares, is they share nonsense that is spewed by people online. So you are just defending nonsense. You're a doxer, a liar, and a hypocrite that spreads nonsense. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it with you and your nonsense, because it's just so obvious that you're a liar. It's just so obvious. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to pull it up again. Just to leave it off here. Right here. Article today. No more doxing. She didn't dox him, so she can say all she wants that she didn't. But as soon as you go back to the Wayback Machine and pull up her original article, bam, it's right there. She's a liar. Thank you guys. I'm gonna end the video here. If you're watching on YouTube and prefer Rumble, you can go subscribe on Rumble, or whatever they call it over there. Follow me on Rumble. If you like YouTube and you're watching on Rumble, come follow me on YouTube. Other than that, I also have a Twitter. Sorry, I also have a Twitter. Let me pull it up here. If you want to come follow me over here on Twitter, my Twitter is up right here. Sorry about that. A little bit of a slow computer, but right here is at Guckle Tyler. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm going to be doing more videos like this. Hopefully the audio for this video is a little bit better. I'm really enjoying doing these videos. I like talking about things that that are current, and especially stuff like this where it's just so obvious that they're lying to you. It's just another piece of evidence to support the fact that the media lies. Not every time. They don't lie every time. I'm sure there are articles that Taylor Lorenz has wrote that have been 100% truthful, but this is not one of them. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you. Peace out. Hi there. If you're seeing this video, it's because you're watching an old video of mine. I previously was posting under the name Guckle Bear. I figured that in the long run, if I want to continue doing YouTube, that I need to have a more professional name. I don't think people are going to want to get news stories and commentary from whoever is named Guckle Bear. That channel will remain up. I'll leave all the videos up on there. I'm going to re-upload all the videos that I made this year and just add this at the end of them. I'm no longer going to be posting on Guckle Bear. I will be posting on this channel here on screen, Tyler Today. I have changed all of my handles to Tyler Today. That is going to be the name that I will be posting under from now on. There's Tyler Today on YouTube. There's Tyler Today on Rumble. Rumble does not let you do spaces, so it is Tyler Today on Rumble. And if you followed me on Twitter, you don't have to go look for another account. All I did was change my @ It was Guckle Tyler. It is now @Tyler Today YT. Someone already had the original Tyler Today, so I just added the YT at the end of it for YouTube because I didn't know what else to put. But if you're seeing this video, please subscribe to the new channel. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I appreciate everyone who did subscribe to Guckle Bear. If you did subscribe to Guckle Bear, please come subscribe to the new channel. I will be posting on the new one. Thank you.